see these couples going out, traveling to Bali, Malaysia, all of these exotic places, and you and your little Johnny just stay home. I try and make ends meet. So welcome again to my YouTube channel, everyone. So today's video will just be discussing my opinion on the topic, why aren't relationships lasting in this generation. Alright, so disclaimer, these are just my opinions and they might not be yours, but anywho, let's continue. So number one is that society has become so fast-paced now. It's like they say that we're a part of the microwave generation, meaning nobody not have no time. It's like nobody not have no time to sit down and wait on anyone to figure themselves out. Our women nowadays too, it's like we kind of become so impatient as a society. It's like everything we want now. So it's like nobody has the time to be sitting down waiting on a man to figure themselves out, to grow up, to gain maturity. It's like everybody have like access to everybody. Everyone has access to the outside world, and you literally can have like 10 people lined up at your fingertips, if you know what I mean. Not that that is healthy or essential, but that is the level of accessibility that people have to the outside world. Alright, the second thing is that women now have become breadwinners for the families. So it's like women gain a level of independence now. It's not like first time when a woman has to stay home, wait on the husband to come home, and that would be like her sole source of socialization or whatever, or socializing. Nowadays, women have access to the outside world more. You can message whoever you want to message. You can stay at Jamaica in your house and talk to somebody at a complete opposite side of the world. Women have become more independent. Women are hustle more. Women are bring home money just like men. Firstly, women don't have to sit home and wait on a man to come and take care of them and supply their needs. And I believe like first time women would usually just be there and be so dependent solely on a man, or that particular man that they would live with to take care of the children or whatever the situation is. They become bigger thinkers probably. They're more like entrepreneurial. They're more driven to create their businesses and to hustle and make life for themselves. So it's not like a woman is so dependent on a man to say that alright, she don't have no other means of income, so she literally have to stay in a particular situation that might not be healthy or beneficial for her and her children. And the next thing too is like everybody have access to so much information. They have access to information. They're seeing all of these things on social media. Everybody is aware. I think is more aware. Everybody can I think people are more self-aware too. And it's like you're seeing so many information on social media. Persons who are going through abuse. It's like you have more help per se. You have more societies for persons to bond with persons who have similar experiences, whereas I think like first time or in the past, like persons like you're going through a particular situation, it's like you're there in the situation and it kind of just become normalized. So it's like you just get used to your situation, and it's like you feel like no better than a day. And sometimes after being in a particular situation for a while, sometimes you can develop this kind of mentality where you just become so accepting and you're not so exposed to someone else. So it's like you just accept it and get used to it and just adjust yourself to it, because as human beings, you know, naturally we are good at adjusting to whatever situation we are in. So if you don't push yourself to like escape a particular mindset, escape a particular mentality, it's like you can't get yourself stuck in that loop. And it's like first time I believe that it's like women were expected to hold on the home, women were expected to you know have this 100% loyalty to a man, even if they might do the most out the road. It's like the natural norm. The norm and the expectancy was that you as a woman, you're supposed to still take care of your kids and hold on the home Whereas nowadays, people more educated per se, people more driven to pursue their own goals, and women, yeah, independent minded. So it's like they're more driven to do the things that they want to do to make their life better, because of everything that we are even exposed now. We see everybody winning on social media, and that can also have its own adverse effects, in that not everything on social media is reality. Majority of what is on social media actually is just like this 5 minute of fame thing. Says that if you're not careful, you see this couple and this whole relationship goals things can also be detrimental to person's relationships, because everybody looking at social media, viewing like a 5 minute clip of somebody's life, and they're using that like as a measuring rule for everybody else's life. And so like you see these couples going out, traveling to Bali, Malaysia, all of these exotic places, and you and your little Johnny just the home. I try and make it feel like, oh yeah, miss out on life. You feel like Johnny is not doing enough for you, so you just want to cut off Johnny and get somebody like what you see being displayed on social media, which can be very deceptive and might not be the best thing. So even though persons are encouraged, persons are, you know, what am I saying? Even though persons are like motivated to live their best life and to put out their all and to chase their goals and their dreams and to do all of these things, and you have access, it's like you have so much access to all of these other sides of life, it's like it can also cause you to fall into a trap, a delusion basically, where you miss your good thing because you're always looking at everybody else's thing. And even the other day I was looking at this social media couple, I was just looking at their videos and all of that. They were doing some dance videos and they look so cute together and all of that. And just a couple days after, like, they put out some videos saying how they broke up and how horrible the relationship was before they broke up. And it just goes to show that take social media like with a, what they call it, with a pinch of salt, or whatever the situation is. Like, don't take everything that you see on social media as gospel and run with it and beat down yourself and beat down your relationship and like just cut off people because you feel like your relationship is not living up to social media standards. So basically, just to finish up this video, one of the main things that that I believe is causing relationships to not last in this generation is because I believe that persons, they are entering relationships for the wrong reasons. And some of them are entering with the wrong intentions too. Some persons basically just enter for benefits so them can get from somebody else and not for the whole act of commitment and submitting to a partner. Lots of persons also are entering relationship under the whole influence of infatuation. So it's not that they love the person, care for the person, want to, you know, basically live and offer up their life to serving this person. But it's just that, and when I mean serving, I mean like both persons should be serving each other, because I believe strongly that relationships are about serving the other person, see how best you can be of benefit to the person's life and not looking to enter a situation to gain something from it. So it's like persons that enter under the whole infatuation. Is to somebody, you say you like fall in love with them instantly and you go through that whole high, and then after the honeymoon, is like persons come off of that high and no longer have any interest in the person or any interest in the whole commitment and the long haul of the situation. Also, persons know it's like there's not a lot of example in society nowadays. A lot of the social media influencers, and not just social media influencers, but also influential people such as Kardashians that people look up to and all of those kind of people, they're not really setting a good example for persons. So it's like nowadays a lot of those celebrities, they get married quickly and then like they basically like dishonor, or they just call off their marriages, like get a divorce in no time, like after 3 months. So when all of that is projected on society and persons are seeing these things, it can also influence them negatively, whereas persons don't really revere, persons don't really have a respect for the whole institution of marriage. So it's like people just see marriage as, oh, I like this person well a lot, I just love this person, so I'm just going to get married to them today, and then, oh, I can't deal with this situation anymore, so I'm just going to cancel the marriage. And because it's so easy to forget out of the marriage, it's like person just leave. So I guess probably first time it was probably more harder to, yeah, definitely it was probably more harder. Probably it is getting even cheaper now to get a divorce. So things like this just naturally cause marriages nowadays to not last as long as in the past. Yes, so basically these are just some of the things that I personally think is causing a negative effect, and why marriages overall are not lasting, and why I emphasize a lot in the beginning on why women aren't staying committed in marriages or aren't staying in marriages nowadays. But it goes both ways. Men are also not being committed. Some men are also not being committed now. Some women are just not doing it. You have some marriages lasting nowadays and some not so fortunate. But these are just some of my own opinion on as to why relationships or marriages aren't lasting in our generation as it was before. If you have your own opinions, you can leave them in the comment. If you're here for the first time, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button before leaving, and thank you for watching this video.